Hey there, thanks for tuning into Duckbricks. I'm Chris, and LEGO Castle is back. I mean, technically it was back when they brought back the Lion Knights Castle for the 90th anniversary, but you know what's even better? LEGO Castle Medieval Villages are back, because LEGO has just unveiled the new Castle Medieval Town Square coming out very, very soon, and we were lucky enough to actually get a hands-on look at the set itself when we visited the headquarters of the LEGO Group in Billund, Denmark, all the way back in September of last year. And I'm so excited to be able to share some hands-on impressions of the set for you right now. And so, let's go on over and take a look at the brand new LEGO Icons Medieval Town Square releasing very soon. So this is set number 10332. It is officially the LEGO Icons Medieval Town Square. It comes with 3,304 pieces, but retails for $230 US, 200 British pounds, and 230 euros, making it a pretty phenomenal price, especially for what you get. The set will release on March 1st for LEGO Insiders, aka anyone who wants to sign up, and March 4th for everybody, and it is officially a reimagining of the original 2009 medieval market village from the fantasy era theme, which is really cool how they directly are referencing that original set. But before we dive into details, let me go ahead and let the designer of the set himself introduce you to this model all the way back in September.
Morning. Morning. Henrik. Working on the Icons team, developed this nostalgic model, as you will see. Minded me if you start.
Yeah.
It's the town of Filter. It fits with the big castle you have out there. So if you have the castle, you can have your smaller town in the front of it. There is 8 characters in this one, and all the characters have different kind of personalities and doing stuff, both for the town but also for the king's castle we have in there. If we start with the small house over here, the new thing with this is also that they are hinged so you can place it whatever you like, taking off roofs so you can come down here. There's a little bit of modularity, so you can really peek and see what's in there.
Where's the goat?
When we have the first house over here, it's this guy, the tapestry maker. He makes tapestries for the king's castle and whatever, who can pay. And in here he has a loom or wool, where he makes a tapestry. And this is a scene from 98 catalog. With the yellow king's castle in the back and a joust in the front. So I'll leave it out here so you can see that too. But he will be living in this small house. Next to that, we have the carpenter. And she's really keen. And she is the one that has made all the chairs and beds for the castle and for this town also. Therefore, we have a chair that is similar to the castle one. So we kind of bring in the family. She has a working crane, so she has the storage on top here, where she keeps whatever she needs of wood. She also makes weapons for who need that. And in here we have the family of cheesemakers. Mom and dad is not home. They're out buying a new cow because they need more milk. But the daughter is here and she makes all the cheese for the town that they sell in this small stand here, where everyone loves to come and buy the cheese, even the king himself. So she's very happy and loves to be there. There's a small, a tree, call that, the place in the town where you have all the messages. On the tree there's a small note called "Beware of the Bad Lord returning." There's also a poster of the thieves in town, the Wolfpack guy, he's running around. There's a note for that, and then a note for a goat for sale. So yeah, it's out there. The goat is for sale out there. Then we have the king's man, the guard of the town, the sergeant with the big mustache. He's living here in this tower and a small house, and in that is also the shield painter, the shield maiden, because she wants to be a Viking, but it's not that period, so that's gone. So she's the shield painter, and she's making the new queen shield the one we have never made a queen shield before. So she's making that, and she's pretty good at it. I will turn the bottle on afterwards. And then we have the tax collector. He is sent out to collect the tax in town and wherever he needs that. He's not that loyal to the king, so in his room up here, he rent a room here with the innkeeper, the old lady of the town, and the wise one. There's a secret room where he stashed some money. So not all is going to the crown. And then we have the innkeeper, and she is in here. You can take off this roof so you can look in here, and in this corner you have the secret room with the stash. And there is a kitchen, really equipped with a lot of food, stuff, whatever you need for a kitchen. And then the inn down here, the shield painter, and the living room up there. So there's a lot of things going around, a lot of things to do, a lot of small histories to this one. So yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot this little guy is coming.
Yeah.
In the new color.
And yeah, in case you're curious, this was back in September before we knew that the GOAT was coming back in a collectible minifigure. There of course were rumors because this set may or may not have leaked sometime last year, but we really weren't 100% sure if the GOAT was gonna be in it until that moment. And that was so much fun actually being in a room full of die-hard LEGO fans, seeing that yes, the GOAT was coming back. Now, we got a chance to take an up-close and personal look at this. It's really cool to get the GOAT in a gray color, and I love this reference to the original Yellow Castle and the Joust sets, but this is a full-on market village with all sorts of different interior buildings. There is a cottage style of build with a nice little design for the roof work. There's a tree off to the side, and all in all, it just feels like a very complete scene, which is one of the best things to get out of a set like this. It's not just one gigantic building, but it's the start of, hopefully, will be maybe a future collection of LEGO Castle Villages. I know I at least would definitely love to see that because the designs on this set are absolutely phenomenal. Now, obviously, the designer mentioned that you can actually take this and include it, attach it somehow to the original Lion Knights castle that came out for the 90th anniversary. I really want to see what those look like next to each other because that's going to look so good. It's not really obvious to me from the outside if there is an official like connecting clip or it just is meant to kind of go alongside it as a complementary piece, but it is really cool. Obviously, I had to get a ton of photos of the GOAT in dark gray this time, which is a new color for the piece. Very exciting to see that. And overall, just really phenomenal rock work and building all around. This very much feels in line with the Lion Knights castle that we got for the 90th anniversary. The styling of the windows is very similar, but this one has more of a civilian type of style and vibe to it, which is something I really do appreciate. Right in here, you can see some of the individual rooms inside the building itself. You have what looks to be a kitchen, a bedroom, or at least a couple different bedrooms, and just all sorts of different details scattered throughout the set itself, which just really add a lot to being able to make this feel like a lived-in set. Of course, I do have a ton of official images directly provided by LEGO as well, so let's go ahead and take a look at those right now, especially because we really only had a couple of minutes to get hands-on with this model before it was whisked off and we were shown the next set, so I didn't get a chance to really explore every single room fully in detail, so I'm really glad that we actually do have these official images so I can also pour over the pictures themselves, and I know for sure I'll be first in line to get this when it releases because I've been wanting a set like this for a long time. First of all, you can see that they have a painter making the oval shield, which is a new shield for the Lion Knights faction introduced in the set. Really nice how they're actually reusing that oval shield element, which hadn't really been in production for a while, but they brought it back for the Basil the Batlord CMF, so that's really fantastic to see. You have a tapestry maker, a stable boy, all sorts of different characters and minifigures, and of course, the return of Wolfpack, which again, as I mentioned, LEGO Fortnite technically did showcase Wolfpack minifigures a little early, although they just had plain torsos as to not, I guess, spoil the reveal in these sets, which I find kind of funny. Maybe that the game will be updated once the set comes out, but it is really great to have Wolfpack back again in the modern LEGO form, especially because you never really know when we're going to see something like that appear in LEGO's portfolio again. And of course, Great to get the goat. I really hope that LEGO will do the goat with printing at some point. If not this year, then maybe next year. I think that'd be really cool to finally get kind of a goat that has printing on the side, like we got the original one in the 2011 Kingdom set, but it is still great to see that. And one of my favorite builds here is actually the tree. I love how it uses the Ninjago dragon horn or kind of spike element as the tree trunk pieces. I feel like that works really well. And of course, the roof work on the buildings is fantastic as usual. Now, obviously there are two buildings here, and to me, one of them almost feels like a reference to the Guarded Inn, which is one of my favorite original LEGO castle sets. It was kind of this red building integrated into a castle wall, and they kind of have a redux of it here, which is something I really do appreciate. Of course, the minifigures are phenomenal. I love the printing on the torsos and legs. So many of them are brand new, and they even have some new hats integrated, which might be appearing in a couple more LEGO sets that may or may not have just recently leaked a few days ago. No more comment on those. Now, there's a lot of great stuff that you can see here. I love how you can see the axes and the knight's helmet above the actual town square, which is a really nice touch, and it's a good combination of the standard kind of medieval style of architecture integrated into the rockwork and the light gray stone walls of a castle style building as well, as I would expect for a medieval village like this. Of course, you do have a Lion Knight, and I love how you can actually include that mustache with the helmet. The designers must have been so happy when they found out that those pieces work perfectly together because he has such a big mustache poking out of the helmet itself. It's very funny to see that. And overall, for this set to have this many pieces, again 3,304, 8 minifigures, and only retail for $230 is pretty phenomenal value. And I'm not just saying that because I got to see it early. Like, I have to go out and buy this set myself. I'm not getting anything free from LEGO. I will be buying this set for that price, and it's a really good deal as well. And I will tell it how it is. If there is an over-expensive set or a set that costs too much, as you all know, if you're a longtime Duckbricks viewer, I will call it out. But this is legitimately really good value for a LEGO castle set to have so many minifigures, so much detail, so many new prints and accessories, of course the return of the goat. I am so excited for the set, and I hope you enjoyed this special look at the medieval town square. Alright, and with that we have summed up our look at the brand new LEGO Castle Medieval Town Square. I personally am so excited because I am a big fan of LEGO Castle. I've been trying to collect every single LEGO Castle set, and the times that LEGO Castle actually does things other than castles and focuses on more civilian buildings, whether it be the LEGO Ideas Medieval Blacksmith or the original Medieval Blacksmith, which you can see here, and of course the famous Medieval Market Village from Fantasy Era in 2008. Those are some of my favorite LEGO civilian-focused castle sets because we just don't really get them that much. You can see the original Medieval Market Village all the way up there on display. I had to put it at a prominent spot on display because that is one of my all-time favorite LEGO Castle sets, and it is so cool that we are getting an updated one with new Wolfpack members, which technically were kind of spoiled in LEGO Fortnite. They included them way earlier than the release of this set, but it's still so cool to get so many great minifigures, great builds, and I can't wait to get my hands on the set when it releases. You bet I'll be lining up first thing at the LEGO store to buy it when it comes out. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe for even more LEGO news, reviews, discussion, analyses coming your way very soon. And it looks like I'm going to have to update my wall of castle minifigures because there are about to be a lot more coming.